In this video, I'm going to show you how to scrape LinkedIn jobs for as low as 35 cents for every 1,000 jobs. We're going to use just one tool to do it, which is called Apify, and it's a little bit technical, which is why I'm recording this video. So the first thing you want to do is you want to create a search that you want to scrape. In this case, I have the search for SAP Consultants. I'm going to copy the search URL. Next, you need to go to this Apify actor. You want to click try for free. You need to be logged into an Apify account. I'm already logged in, so it's going to take me to my account. It's going to bring me here. The next thing I want to do is I'm going to delete this URL, put my start URL, the URL that I copied from my search in here. I'm going to go to general settings. I'm going to make sure that this list of keywords is empty. Otherwise, it's going to modify my search. I'm going to keep scrolling down. The location should be empty. Publish that. I'm going to remove this filter. I'm going to call it any. And the reason I'm doing this is because I don't want this to mess with my original filters, the filters that I applied to the search. Then I'm going to go to run options. I'm going to make sure I remove this maximum limit, and I'm going to add a timeout. So the reason I'm adding a timeout is just in case, it takes too long. So Apify charges you by the amount of CPU time a task consumes, right? So you want to add a timeout. In this case, I'm going to make it 3,600 seconds. It's not like that's a whole hour, but we're just adding this as a fail-safe. That's it. That's probably not going to hit, but let that be there. So that's really all. Again, there's a bunch of other options here that you can play around with if you're using it from within your app or if you're using it from a tool like Clay. But in this case, we just want to scrape these like the jobs. So I'm going to go in, click save and start, and I'm going to wait for it to start scraping these jobs. Now, something that I like doing here is looking at the output as it's scraped, right? Because I want to make sure it's finding the right jobs. And if something's wrong, we can stop it before it's too late and we've already paid a bunch of money. So let's look at this first job. It's a senior category manager, not the right kind of position. Let's look at the second one. This is an SAP tester. So this is correct. Let's look at this third one. This is an SAP job. Okay. So let's look at this fourth one. This is also an SAP job. So it's finding the right kinds of jobs, which means it's looking at the right search. Now, obviously, we didn't spend a lot of time building the search. Like I literally just searched for SAP United States and then that's it, right? So there will be some positions that aren't really the best fit because SAP could be a part of any job title. But if you spend time building a job, building a proper job search, this is by far the easiest, quickest, and the most cost-effective method to scrape jobs from LinkedIn. Now, you see this, the worker is going, it's running right now. So far, it's gotten us around 400 results. It's going to take some time for this to finish. But what I'm going to do, because I want to keep this video short, is I'm going to export my results right now. I'm going to download this as a CSV, and I'm going to show you what the final output is going to look like. So open your Google Sheet, import the file, replace spreadsheet, import data. And you get all of these different columns nicely arranged. Now, the most important things that you want to look at here, you get the company's LinkedIn URL, you get the job application URL, you obviously get the other details from the job, which is the name of the company, the job title, this is the title of the opening, the location, when it was posted, the name of the person who posted this, if available, their profile, if available, the date the job was posted, as well as salary ranges, wherever these are available. What you don't get here is, number one, the job description. And number two, the actual contact information, or you actually do get the job description, but you don't get the actual contact information for this person. So you'll have to find that out separately. But all in all, this method is by far quickest way to get a bunch of jobs, to just scrape a job search without risking your account, without using shady extensions, and without worrying about getting your LinkedIn account back. So that's all for this video. Hopefully you find this valuable. I'll see you in the next one.